Hello and welcome back. In this video, we'll cover knowledge management. The knowledge application consists of collections of knowledge base articles, which are used to help technicians, as well as end users, troubleshoot and fix common issues. Similar to multiple service catalogs, ServiceNow supports multiple knowledge bases. So, for example, you can have a knowledge base for IT-related articles, a knowledge base for HR-related articles, and so on. Knowledge articles must be reviewed and approved before they are published, where end users can then view them. Out of the box, knowledge articles go through a draft stage, a review stage, a published stage, and finally a retired stage. When an article is being created for the first time, it will be sitting in the draft stage. Then, when the author has finalized the article, they will place the article in the review stage, where it is then usually reviewed by a knowledge management group and approved or declined. If approved, the article is marked as published, where it can then be searched for and viewed by the users. Usually articles contain information that may become irrelevant or incorrect as time goes on. This is why articles usually span over a certain time period. What good would a knowledge article on Windows 98 be in an organization today? To prevent clutter, valid to dates are provided on articles where they will automatically become marked as retired once the date has been reached. Finally, they may go through a retired process or their contents updated by a knowledge manager to fit the new environment. Knowledge articles can be marked as public, where all users can view them, or private, where certain groups or users can view them. Oftentimes, there are technical articles which should only be viewed by technicians rather than having end users attempting to navigate their way through the technical jargon. Knowledge articles also support feedback. Articles contain ratings, comments, whether the article was helpful or not, and also a flag used if the information provided is wrong or just outdated. A knowledge base can be populated using a number of methods, such as copy and pasting contents from other documents, importing the raw HTML or text from different file types, or by creating knowledge articles from scratch. The screenshot to the right shows the knowledge application in ServiceNow, and the screenshot below shows the knowledge article picker, where users may filter by categories and subcategories, or search for articles by name or article contents. Now let's take a look at knowledge in ServiceNow. If we click on Homepage, we are taken to the Knowledge homepage, which lists all knowledge bases in this instance. We see an HR knowledge base, an IT knowledge base, and a general knowledge base. Below these are three sections: featured content, most useful, and most viewed. These sections are dynamic and will change as knowledge articles are viewed and feedback is provided. If we click on a knowledge base, we'll be taken into the knowledge base where we can see a number of categories on the left. We can drill down into specific categories, say the applications category, to view additional subcategories. We can also use the search box or tag section to search for articles by tags. In addition to this, you can also select the knowledge base in the search bar and search the knowledge base here as well. If we click on an article on the right, we'll be taken into that knowledge article. In the knowledge article, we can provide a rating, or provide additional feedback at the bottom of the article, like adding comments or marking the article as helpful. Since we do have the admin role, we can also click the Edit button, where we are taken to the knowledge article record. In the knowledge article record, we see a number of fields that are a part of this knowledge article. There is a knowledge article number, the knowledge base this article appears in, a category this article is grouped in, a published and valid to date, an image, short description, and text field. The text field gives us a nice HTML editor, similar to what we'd find in a word processor. If we scroll down, we'll see a few related lists, such as the affected products, knowledge feedback, and approvals. If we go into a knowledge feedback record, we'll see the comments or ratings left by specific users. This information can be very helpful when looking to refine or expand an organization's knowledge management. If we click Knowledge Base under the Administration section, we'll be taken to a list view of all knowledge bases. Here we see the same knowledge bases we saw previously on the home page. We'll go into the IT knowledge base. Here we can get an overview of this knowledge base. There are a number of fields here, like title, an icon field, feedback settings, a description field, as well as publish and retire workflows. In the related lists, we see all knowledge articles that are in this knowledge base, any questions that have been asked, and groups of users who can read and contribute to these articles. We also see featured content and the knowledge categories. Let's navigate into the IT category. Here we can see a related list showing us the nested categories inside of the IT category. So the IT category contains the subcategories of policies, security, FAQs, and announcements. Now let's create a new knowledge article. We'll put it in the IT knowledge base and select a category of Microsoft. We'll leave the published and valid to date fields alone and fill in a short description. It's important to note that the Microsoft category is a subcategory in the Applications category. So when searching for this article in the knowledge categories, a user will need to access Applications and then Microsoft. Because of this, it's important to have a solid understanding of the category structure and a knowledge base. We'll leave the rest of the fields alone for now and click Search for Duplicates. This will search the current knowledge base for any articles that relate to the information on this article. We see the Excel functionality article come back since the word Office is mentioned. We'll navigate back into our knowledge article by clicking All and finding our article. Now let's take a look at the approval process. Since the workflow field is read-only and we do have the admin role, we'll right-click the field and go to Show Choice List, which will show us the choices on the workflow field. Here we can see the flow of an article. It starts off in draft, goes to review, then it is published. After some time passes, the article goes to pending retirement, and finally to the retired state. This process can be modified in the related knowledge workflows. If we go back to the All List view, here we see our knowledge article. Under the Workflow column, we can click the arrow to expand this field, which shows us the process. Once this article is finished, we can click the Publish button, where it will be submitted for review by the Knowledge Management team. If they approve it, the article will move to the Publish state, where it will then show up in the knowledge base. Now we'll take a look at the search logs. Each record in this table represents a search query in the knowledge application. If we go into a record, we can see the search term along with the results, the user who made the search, and if any categories were selected. This can be helpful when researching what users are searching for. There is also a properties page which lists many different knowledge properties along with a nice description. Finally, we have an overview dashboard which gives us some nice reports and graphs. We'll end this video by looking at the workflows involved in the knowledge application. If we type knowledge in the search box, we'll see 7 workflows related to the knowledge application. We'll go into the knowledge approval publish workflow. Here we can see a visual representation of the approval process. When the article is marked as review, an approval will be sent to the knowledge management base team. If the team approves the article, it will be marked as published. If they do not approve it, the article will be sent back to the draft stage. Again, we'll take a look at workflows more in depth in Section 8. That concludes Section 7. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Section 8.